Ladies and gentlemen, I am your planetary defense commander, and in 2019, I made a big stink about guessing that a hurricane would hit here, and then here, and then here, and then here. And I was totally wrong. But at this point, I'm going to guess maybe I was off by a year. And so, what will happen next in hurricane season with Invest 92L, aka soon to be Isaias, is anybody's guess. And so I'm just taking my guess at what I think is going to happen. No one knows, so it's best to just be prepared for what may come. Cranky Weather Guy has laid out a cone of possibility for us, anywhere from here and out to sea, or through here with landfall anywhere along the way. Boo is basically laid out the same cone of possibility. The GFS parallel universe model has laid out the exact scenario that I predicted would happen last year, where it would kind of skim the nose of North Carolina, move up through New Jersey into New York and Boston, which would be extremely dangerous and deadly for many people involved if they are not prepared. And last year, I predicted that it would hit as a Category 2 or 3 hurricane, and here we have Tevin Wooten letting us know, you've got super hot anomalous temperatures up in that same area, with water temps running as high as 82 degrees up into Boston and New York, with you only need 80 degrees for hurricane formation and sustaination. And here we are looking at the GEM model, the very latest run, which has Invest 92L, aka Isaias, pretty much doing the exact thing I predicted last year. We have the NAV GEM predicting pretty much the same scenario as the GFS parallel and the GEM, although it doesn't go as far out, but it takes it as a 952 millibar, which would make it around a Category 3 hurricane, all the way up to the cone of the nose of the OBX, North Carolina. And so, knowing we have a plague and pandemic going on, that would exacerbate the planning and the problematic parts of these possibilities. And now, like I said, nobody knows if it goes over the islands as the Euro has predicted, then it wouldn't do, as much damage, although it would still be a threat to the islands, but it wouldn't be allowed to form. But if it takes a track like 3 of the runs have shown us, then it is definitely time to be paying absolute attention and have a plan, because I don't think in a worst case scenario, if a Category 3 hurricane hit the East Coast, many people would be super prepared to hang out for it, because there are 111 million people all up and down this coast, because the best real estate is where people like to be. The Icon takes it on a similar track to the GEM, the GFS, and the NAV GEM, but it only goes out to about 120 hours. And so, we've got a lot to watch for the first week of August. But I want to remind you again, anything can happen, and at this point, nobody knows. But it's best to prepare for the worst and plan for the best. Or pray for the best. Plan and prepare for the worst, pray for the best. Yeah, that's it. Prayer warriors, we need you now. The GFS, the very latest run, has Invest 92 just falling to pieces all by itself, which is possible, But GFS really missed Hurricane Hannah, not even recognizing it would be a hurricane to pretty much the time it turned into a hurricane. And then the King Euro shows it moving straight over the islands, which would inhibit it from developing into anything major, although it still takes it into Louisiana. Over here, that's Hannah, and then here it comes right here. And notice how it takes it over all the volcanic mountainous islands, preventing it from developing into anything major, but it still takes it into Louisiana. So you pretty much have the Euro going here, and then you have the GFS going up here, and you have all the other models going in the middle. And so my guess, and all we're doing at this point is guessing, so all we can do is it's going to do what I predicted last year, since my 2 other targets have been hit. But knowing that cone, I would split the difference too, which would bring us to Miami. So this would be my first guess. This would be my second guess, but nobody knows for sure other than God. I would highly recommend you plan and prepare if you're on the East Coast, because I might have been wrong last year, but I might be right this year. I'm not here to fearmonger anybody. I am your planetary defense commander, and I am Star-Lord New Thor 7. And so I'm here to help you survive and thrive when the world turns around. Yeah. And also last year, now I have a theory that like sunspots and hurricane intensities have a connection. And so if you do have sunspots, then you get more intense hurricanes. Last year, we were in the depths of a solar minimum. We're coming out of it now. And so that may help explain why we didn't get, well, we got some major hurricanes, but none of them hit Earth. I guess that correlation still needs work. But yeah, there's one sunspot on the Earth, and there's another sunspot turning around. So remember, empires fall during solar minimums, and they rise during solar maximums. So I want you to survive to the better days that'll be here anywhere between 2022 and 2023. So this is my information. Take it with a grain of salt. I'll be bringing you as many updates as I can, bringing you all the different varying opinions on it. But it's 2020, man. Prepare for it to get 2020-er. All right? God bless everyone. Stay cool.